Good morning or afternoon, Professor Brown and fellow classmates. The topic I chose for my current event presentation is human rights, and the news story that I want to cover is a crisis occurring in West Darfur. So, a little bit of the background about the armed conflict in West Darfur. So, it started in 2003 between the anti-government groups and military. These groups have been heavily armed, and they've forced thousands to flee to neighboring states, mostly Chad. So the UN recognized this, and they told Sudan that this can go on no longer. You either fix it, or we gotta send in troops. In 2006, UN offered to send in these troops, and Sudan declined. US and Britain caught note of this, and they threatened sanctions upon Sudan. Sudan did not like this, and they allowed for the troops to be sent over. So approximately 26,000 troops were sent over. And on the picture on the left side of the slide, we see the famous blue helmets helping the displaced individuals in West Darfur. So in 2009, the International Criminal Court ordered for the arrest of al-Bashir on 7 accounts of war crimes and crimes against humanity. So the Sudan government and the president did not acknowledge this at all, really. They said they had no authority to act or call upon this. So up until last year, 2020, the UN troops remained in West Darfur. As soon as they left, conflict started to build up and start up once again. Since 2003, it has been estimated that 300,000 have died and about 2.7 million have been displaced. Alright, to get to the current crisis going on over the past week, these tribes and groups have been going at it once again, leaving about 100 dead and 200 injured. Thousands have been forced to flee from their homes, as depicted in the top right photo. The hospitals have been understaffed and struggling as they are out of supplies and don't have the resources necessary. The UN is once again unsatisfied with Sudan's response to these tribes and groups going at it. They have not sent troops or supplies thus far. However, they have been sending information to the government on what to do security-wise and investigation-wise. So how does this relate to the human rights big picture? Well, first of all, human rights are thought of the rights that we're all born with and deserving to live and act out. There are freedoms that are God-given, essentially. So when the UN sees these rights being infringed upon, they step in. So here they see that Sudan's not protecting their citizens in West Darfur. They acknowledge that there's crisis going on, however they haven't done too much. The most they've done so far is declare a state of emergency, and the UN says that's not enough. As the UN has seen Sudan ignored these issues in the past, they decide to get involved once again and step in. As for the motives, they really appear to be solely for the citizens' well-being and safety. There appears to be no other motives politically for the UN's advantage. And as to get on to my sources, the primary source that I used was from CNN. However, when I was looking for stories, I came across the UN Human Rights Twitter page. They tweeted about the crisis and included a video from a conference that they held discussing the crisis. The third link I included is the tweet that has the video attached, and the second link I included here is the transcript of that meeting. If there are any questions regarding my presentation or the information that I covered, please feel free to email me, and thank you for your time.